I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you! After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
The F-Cinco's WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar!
They better stay south of the border, because this side of the border, John Bradshaw Layfield will be waiting.
Now that clip right there, that's one of the many instances in the 2000s that I just scratched my head and I wondered, how did WWE get away with this? Now I started watching wrestling, WWE, since I was like young, like 5, 6, and I grew up with it. I had the action figures, I bought the games, I was watching Monday Night Raw and SmackDown weekly. And then, you know, as I got older and when I realized it was scripted, man, I, you know, lost the love for it a little bit, lost the passion for it a little bit, and I got into other things like sports and cinema and etc., etc. But I always find myself coming back here and then, and I'm really into it right now. I'm not gonna lie, they've got me hooked right now. We'll see for how long, but they got me hooked. But yeah, I was just watching a few WWE videos and I was like, man, they've really gone away with some grotesque shit. No better example to start off with than JBL. Heel JBL in the 2000s. The 2000s in general were kind of menaced times, but JBL, he was a whole different breed. He was like the Donald Trump of the early 2000 era. It was crazy. I mean, you saw that. He went to the Mexico border to prove that he was the most American. And you wanna know he got rewarded with? A title shot. What? And that wasn't even the worst part about that feud. The man he was fighting for the title, Eddie Guerrero, was from Mexico. And I remember there was like a house show thingy they were doing, and JBL was clowning to Eddie's mom so bad that she had a fake heart attack. What? They were really trying to make that man the most hated. And then a few weeks later, Eddie had the same thing on TV? How are the writers like seeing this and thinking of this and we're like, yeah, we gotta do that.
Hey, off the weed!
Honestly, I don't know what's crazier. The racist rants he'd go on, or the fact that he actually won the championship. That was just the tip of the iceberg back then. I mean, bra and panties matches? That would not slide nowadays. I mean, honestly, the way they treated women in general would not slide. There was like a whole era where everybody was just beating women in WWE for some reason. Like the Dudley Boys, Randy Orton. Let's get to Randy Orton actually, because Randy Orton was an actual menace to society. That man Randy didn't give a damn who you were when he was bald. He would RKO anybody. He would punt kick anybody. He punt kicked the boss. What?
This nigga is crazy.
That man Randy handcuffed Triple H and made him watch as he kissed his wife in the middle of the ring while he beat him with a sledgehammer. Do you hear this? What the hell? He wasn't even trying to prove a point. He was trying to murder people. He literally was trying to murder John Cena with the pyro on pay-per-view. What?
Oh, the police, please.
Punk kicks, RKOs, women, bosses, elderly, children. It didn't matter to bald Randy Orton. We also had this wild era where they just, you know, had people breaking into each other's houses. Like, that's a crime. Like, all that shit I just said about Randy Orton were crimes, but it was Randy Orton, he was bald, so we let it slide. But breaking into people's homes? That's a literal crime. Speaking of crimes, Kurt Angle, man. There was something deranged about that man back in, it might have been the perks a little bit. He was Perk Angle back at that time, but that might have been pre-perk. I don't know. Anyway, he was a menace. That's for damn sure. I mean, maybe he turned into a menace because they like did that weird angle where they killed him on TV, but didn't say he was dead. Just kind of like had his body lay like a Family Guy character. See, how is WWE getting away with this stuff? They really made that man go through a period of time where he was just obsessed with Booker T's wife. Like, why? Why did we need that to be the story?
I want to have sex with your wife. Kind of sex with your wife. No. I'm talking, you know, that kind of bestiality sex with your wife.
And we can't forget that one time Vince said the N-word on national TV.
How you doing?
Yeah. What's good in the hood?
Just holding it down, trying to take care of business.
Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
I don't want to talk too much on Vince. Vince could have his whole own separate video, his old mini doc. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah. All in all, WWE was in a really wild place. It felt like from 2000 to like 2010 before the PG era came in. Maybe they needed to go PG because what were some of these stories they were doing back then? I mean, somebody was dying all the time. Somebody's wife was in trouble again, you know, put through a table. Or Kurt Angle coming for her. Like, it was just a weird time. You couldn't even be safe at your house. Somebody might have broken into your house. Like, I mean, I guess that's kind of realistic, but it's also wrestling, scripted wrestling, which they don't even call wrestling. They call it fucking sports entertainment. So, I mean, I guess I'm entertained, and it sportly entertained. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I was just thinking about some of the wild things that WWE's done over the past 20 years. I know I missed a bunch. I had to have missed a bunch. So comment any that I missed. Maybe make a part 2. Who knows? Because this is fun to make. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Another video coming out soon. It's gonna be a banger too. A must watch. Trust. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, share the video, comment down below. I said that already. And I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace.